Hi everyone, so let me introduce myself. I'm Il and I'm the leader of the diplomacy of Kingdom 3962. And in today's video, I'm gonna explain what's happened during the diplomacy for the KVK3, and I will explain the point of view of 62, and I will explain and give the final diplomacy and everything that happened during these two last days. First of all, I took the lead of the diplomacy as I was very close with 90 as I planned originally to migrate there, but things happened and my account was a bit too old, so I decided to join 62. 62 is a crazy kingdom and I decided to take part on the leadership stuff and to help the kingdom as much as I can, as I'm an experimented leadership of a lot of kingdoms including Imperium Sock Kingdom. So let's go on the map, and here's the map made by Rockstats, which is having all the power and the kill point of each camp and each kingdom. So as we can see, there is two camps that are a bit higher than the other one, which is 70 with 61 and 62 with 73. The only issue with that is the matchmaking made from Lilith, as it's of course another great matchmaking, with us 62 being paired with a DC kingdom, which is like I don't understand, and I still don't understand what are they doing here, as they're having the power of being in C seed KVK. But with that said, there is also two other camps, which is 90 with 66, which is a crazy camp by activity and number of player, and also very good leaderships, with 90 with having win the KVK2 against 79 and having 2-star right now. Another camp which is 65, with also a good kingdom with a crazy kraken. But now, how can we make this a fair KVK? There is not much choice, and the one of them that we are going for will be 90 aligned with 62 and 70 aligned with 65. That was the target of the diplomacy we made, to make sure everyone gets fights and we can do the best KVK possible to have still some fight without draining every single kingdom to the ashes, as it's not the target of a KVK3. Target of the KVK3 is to prepare for migration and the most important KVK of a kingdom, which is KVK4. As I said, we have two camps that are strongest than the other one, which is 7061 and 6273. And both of them, of course, wanted to ally with 90, as it's pretty much gonna help them to win the KVK if us 62 ally with 90 or if 70 ally with 90. That's the best possibility that we can do. I started to talk with 90 before the pre-KVK even started, as I was good friend with them, and like I said, I planned to migrate it there, but my account was too old. So we did a lot of discussion between me and between 90, and we talk about all the possibility that could happen for this KVK, and we also talk about the possibility that 90 ally with 70 and all that can happen for this KVK. And as 62 will never be able to ally with 65, the possibility to make the best KVK, like I said just before, is 70 with 65 and 90 with 62. And I'm gonna show you the map right now with the stats. It's looking to be a fair KVK if we do this. Like, the stats are pretty much the same. We have same power, same KP approximately. They even have more stats, more KP, more power, and more deaths. Like, in a 2v2 situation, that could be the best KVK and the most fair KVK we can make on the diplomacy or on the matchmaking. But that's not really what 70 had in mind, and I will show you the second map right now and the second possibility they could have done, which is to ally, to put 90 and 70 and to put 62. So that's definitely not fair KVK, sorry, with the start being like way more different. And we are talking about, like, last time we were talking about like 10 billion KP difference, and now we are talking about 50 billion KP difference, sorry for that. So that's a huge difference, and that's making the KVK way harder and not fair for everyone. That's why 70 made everything to be able to ally with 90. They even proposed them a freestyle, What 70 wanted is only to fight us, as they have a big ego and it's kinda a toxic kingdom, so they just wanted to take the revenge on 62 and just fight them and let 90 take the 3-star. 90 did not agree to that, and they prefer our proposition, which is fair KVK, DKP based on 4 reward and the star. And as a KVK where just by looking them up you know who deserved the star and who didn't. So with that said, we have an official agreement. 90, 66 are ally with 62 and 73. This is official and it won't change. But I woke up this morning after a 6-hour call with 90 and I saw something that we planned on this call, which is 70 trying to do everything to make 90 and 62 betray each other or just break the trust we have, like I have with Horus and Horus have with me. So they sent screenshot that I'm gonna show you right now. Screenshot about brainstorming that happened between 90 leadership, not even only 90 leadership, that happened mainly between Jester, Horus and Merve. And on this they are talking about possibility of the KVK, and one of them is 62 betraying them, as 62 have backup story from KVK2, and I definitely understand. And that's why I'm not angry when I see this screenshot. Like, I mean, I would do the same. Like, I would take in the possibility of 62 betraying. Even though it's definitely not our target for this KVK, as we really want to rebuild our reputation, get strong ally for KVK4, and make a crazy migration like we did for KVK3. But with that said, they tried, and this screenshot doesn't really mean anything for us. Like, it's just an officer talking to his king about possibility, and like, we planned it. It was obvious that 70 will do that. Like, they have nothing else to do. They pretty much lose the diplomacy. Like, we got the ally, we are ally with 90, and the only possibility they're still having is to try to make 90 and 62 hate each other, let's say like that, or just break the trust we have for each other. So with that said, the final diplomacy is the one I told about. It's 90 and 62 versus 70. Maybe versus 65, or 70 will ally with 65. It's not official yet. I mean, we would be happy if 65 ally with 70, because it would be a fair KVK, and we are really looking forward to do this. Let me just quickly show you the pre-KVK ranking, as it's also important and it can help you understand the activity, let's say. Even though I know 62 and 70 do like every KVK, holding bags to open them at the last second. Let's jump into it right now. So we are approximately at 1 day and a half, and we have top 1 90 and 66, and we have 62 and 73, then we have 65 and 76, and then we have 70 and 61. And as kingdom ranking, we have 90, 66, 62, 76, 70, 73, 61, and at the end, 75. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and see you all on the next one. And I will do a stream at the reset, or maybe at the next reset, for the training troops push. Bye, I love you all.